6:31 and no one is awake except for me. But that's gonna end real soon. Every time I say that, kids come like barreling through the door. It's because I jinx myself. I'm gonna make myself some coffee and then sit down and kind of relax a little bit. But yesterday I got my like dye stealer test. I've noticed that my pregnancy tests are much darker in the middle of the day around 3 p.m. Then first morning urine, second morning urine. Like, I'm not even holding that much at that 3 p.m. test. So just keep that in mind if you're TTC and you're trying to get a positive pregnancy test. Don't only take them at first morning urine or second morning urine. I love how like we're just starting 6:30 in the morning. We're just chatting about pee here. I cannot find any good show. I'm trying to watch Outer Banks, but I just like cannot get into it. Alright, here we go. We'll give it a whirl. Let's try it again.
Walk with me. Let's leave the past behind. Walk with me. There's something else we need to find. Say you'll go, don't make me wait. There's no need to hesitate. Let's make footprints in the sand. Let's make miracles. Come hold my hand. Let's find something new, me and you. Blue is the sky, like the color of your eyes. Blue is your heart. It's been like that from the start. Say you'll stay till the morning light.
I am cold. I took my temperature because I'm freezing and it's 99.6, which is just an elevated pregnant temperature. You know, something that people don't talk about is when you're having a miscarriage. Emotionally, it's so painful, but it's physically so painful too. Like, it is early labor. These cramps that you feel. It's what early labor feels like. I am dreading telling Cooper. He really got it. The day after we told him, we went to a fair and we went up to the ticket booth to get their like little wristbands. And he goes, "Hi, I'm Cooper. I'm 4. This is my sister Willa. She's 3. And here is my brother Sawyer. He's 0 years old and 10 months. And my mommy has a baby in her belly too." And he's asked me every day how big the baby is. And I think the most out of anything, it breaks my heart that I have to break his. Sometimes I don't know how to navigate this. Hi guys, it's the next morning. I'm in the process of getting ready for the day, but I just wanted to show you, I took a pregnancy test this morning and it is significantly lighter than the one from the day prior, as you can see. So I think it's pretty safe to say that yesterday I miscarried. I stopped bleeding and I stopped cramping completely. I'm gonna go to a doctor today in the area and just get some blood work done and possibly a transvaginal ultrasound, but they're not gonna see anything. I just don't even, there's like no point. Hopefully maybe they can check to see if they can see anything in like my fallopian tubes or like my ovaries or anything along those lines, just to make sure that it's not like ectopic or anything. But yep, I think that I have officially lost the baby, which is just like, I don't know, I've had a little while to kind of like come to terms with it. I've done this once before. It doesn't make it any easier, but it does. It is comforting to know that like there will come a point in time where like I will think back on this baby and just feel like a sense of peace instead of like just horrible sadness. So I'm just holding on to that and allowing myself to kind of just grieve and just be sad and kind of move past it. I don't know. That's my update. Hi guys. So I am sitting outside of the doctor. I was able to find a midwife here who would see me, who would sort of like give me supplemental care along with my midwife who is back home in Connecticut, because I haven't established care in my new birthing center yet. I was waiting to do that at 10 weeks. But I'm really grateful they were able to squeeze me in today. I haven't had any cramping this morning. It has just been like light spotting. I think that I miscarried the baby yesterday, and then now my body is just going to slowly spot and bleed, and then eventually I'll get a period, and that will be that. In this type of situation, it is important to make sure that it is not an ectopic pregnancy. It is also important to monitor HCG levels decreasing, because you don't want any like residual tissue or anything along those lines to be left and cause any issues. So I will be starting that process now. I am going to be getting my HCG blood test done. Then 48 hours I will come back and get that done again. And hopefully maybe they'll do a transvaginal ultrasound. I don't know. We shall see. If they ask me if I want one, I'm probably gonna say yes, just to make sure that everything's okay. So I'm gonna go in now. I probably have a ton of paperwork to fill out. It just sucks so much. You know, you just want to like curl up into a ball, but you can't, because you have to take care of your life and your responsibilities, your beautiful children, your just everything. So you just gotta carry on. I will update you guys when I get out of the doctor's office. The midwife was really nice. She basically said that there was really no way to know for certain what is happening or what has happened, but that we can do some HCG tests. Those will come back in about an hour, so I will have an update. I don't foresee my number being high. 5 weeks can be anywhere from 18 to 700 to 7,000. Not helpful at all. But okay. So yeah, I can only laugh, right? I need to eat some food because I am really hungry. So I am going to do that, and then I am going to head home. I don't know what I'm going to eat though. I just don't want to eat anything. That's what I feel like right now. Like I'm just not craving any type of food. So who knows what I am going to eat? Maybe I should like make myself some food. Maybe that's a good idea. I don't know. Actually, I should go to Hy-Vee. I'm gonna go to Hy-Vee. I'll get some stuff to make, and then I'll just make like a giant bowl of food. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I will update you guys when my midwife calls. Good morning, everybody. We are in our new Airbnb home. It has been a couple of days since I ended up miscarrying, and I have confirmed it at the doctor. So I've gone through labor 3 times, I've had a miscarriage, and you just know those cramps. Like, those cramps don't feel fake, they feel productive. And I just knew. My first blood draw came back. It was not where I wanted it to be, not where it should have been. And then 48 hours later, it was half in the 48 hours. So my HCG is dropping really, really quickly. You okay? Come here. He's like, hi, Mom. What happened? Did you wake up? What? You woke up. What's wrong? Okay. Mommy's gonna make a coffee. Do you wanna go play with toys? We gotta change the diaper and we can do toys. Does that sound fun? But yeah, so it's confirmed. We're just gonna watch my HCGs. I'll probably get another blood draw in a week and then 2 weeks, depending on what that one comes back as. I won't take any more pregnancy tests initially. Usually, at least in my experience, they tell you to take pregnancy tests, continue to, so that you can watch the HCG kind of like leave your body and just make sure they're getting like lighter and lighter. I think that's why I tested just so frequently this time, is because I knew something was so off. I just knew in my gut. What? Are you saying hi? Hi. 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 It's this new thing. Say hi. Yeah, hi. Oh my goodness. How blessed am I? I'm just so blessed for you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Day in the life of a mom for you, right there. Life goes on. It is Friday today, and I miscarried on Sunday. And yeah, things have just been like, I don't know, I've just been trying to like process the emotions and be easy on myself and just kind of practice like a positive mindset. At the end of the day, I have Willa because I had a miscarriage, and I could not imagine my life without her. I am just trying to continue that thought process and say to myself that there is a plan that I don't know about just yet, and there is a baby that is meant to be with us, and there will come a point in time in our lives where we are made aware of that plan, but just right now is not that time. I just took a pregnancy test. I haven't taken one since basically Sunday. I think the last that you saw, I was expecting my test results, and honestly when they came back, I kind of just knew what was gonna come back. It's just, it still made me really sad. So in 2 days it had decreased by what, 50%? So it decreased in half. That was 2 days ago, and so I took a test. Even though it is turning up positive still, it is much, much, much lighter. I had a test line that was darker than the control line, and now it is pretty faint. This has also been sitting for a while, a couple hours, so it's much darker than it actually was when I had read it. But yeah, so that means my HCG is going down, and I've talked about this on Instagram, but I kinda am just like feeling like I want to see a negative test. It's a weird feeling and to sit with when you so badly want to see a positive test, and then you're put into a situation where you're almost hoping for a negative, because it just means that the pain and suffering and sadness of this situation, the trauma of going through this, is not going to continue to build and get worse. It's not going to be drawn out. You can sort of close this chapter and then begin to process it as a whole instead of being like just going through it and not really knowing what's going to come next. So I find it to be comforting to see that negative test, because then I almost feel like I can actually start to heal and start to move forward. That is it. I have had a lot of comments about like it was just a chemical pregnancy, it's not a miscarriage, just like hurtful things of that nature. I honestly just like hate that terminology because there's no like definitive description. I've always gone by chemical pregnancy is one where you get a positive pregnancy test before your period arrives, and then your period arrives and you no longer have a positive pregnancy test. I honestly don't really count being 5 weeks pregnant as not being a miscarriage. But regardless, like, don't ever let anybody make you feel like you don't have a right to your feelings. I think it's disgusting, truthfully, when someone's first thought is to say to you, yeah, but it wasn't a miscarriage, or yeah, but you shouldn't be feeling the way that you feel right now. It's just like, it's gross. Like, and that person should feel really uncomfortable with saying those things, and if they don't, then something's not right in that situation. And then also another thing I just want to say is having the feelings that you have, they are valid, and they don't affect or reflect anyone else's feelings. So if somebody has experienced something like a stillbirth or losing a child that was earthside already, you mourning your child that you lost at a different point in their lives doesn't mean that you view their loss to be anything less, more, or the same. They're just two entirely different things. Do not let anyone bully you or make you feel bad for having the feelings that you feel. There is no right or wrong way to grieve, and you are entitled to feeling exactly how you feel. So feel it. Good morning, guys. How are you doing? I am going to take a pregnancy test. My last one. It's been a couple days since I was bleeding still. So I'm thinking my HCG is all out of my system. Right. I dipped it. I think it's safe to say that this is negative, which is good. I think the HCG is officially out of my system. There is officially no line on my tests anymore, which means that I guess this whole situation or experience is over. Side note, the noise you're hearing is the fan. It's too hot for me to turn the fan off. The noise is really annoying, so I apologize in advance, but it's so hard when you get this, because like getting a negative test after a miscarriage means new horizons. It means you can start to really heal. It means that you can start the process of really grieving and sort of moving forward. It also is the beginning and a much needed step to one day having your rainbow baby. But then you also, just so intricately intertwined into all of those feelings, is just such sadness. Because that's it. Now that baby just lives in your memory, and a very, very, very brief moment in time. And you can say whatever you want. You can say it wasn't a baby, or it was a bundle of cells, or, you know, whatever you believe in, that's fine. But for me, I am grieving what could have been. And to me, a positive pregnancy test, multiple positive pregnancy tests, making it to 5 weeks pregnant, it's a baby to me. And I'm heartbroken and devastated and sad. But it's over with now. And now I start to move forward. As of today, it's been a week and a half since I miscarried, and I am feeling better. I'm feeling more optimistic and more lighthearted, and I am just feeling better. I'm sad. I know that I will continue to be sad, but I also look at my daughter and think to myself, how could I live without her? She is my rainbow baby, and if I didn't weather a storm, I just would not have her. And so that just helps me get through the day, just seeing her and knowing that there's a plan that I just don't yet know about. But that's going to be it for this video. That was my experience with my second miscarriage. And I hope that this video truly helps other women not feel so alone, because it is so isolating and so lonely when you are experiencing pregnancy loss, losing your baby. Not many women talk about it. It is such a huge group of women who share in this loss. And I hope that if you had come to YouTube to try to find something or someone that could just help you, I hope that it was this video. That is it, guys. I will keep you updated. I love you all. Thank you so much for all of your kindness and just support. You lifted us all in prayer when we needed it the most, and I am just so unbelievably lucky to have the people that I do in my little corner of the internet. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being so kind and just supportive and like just a good person, a good human to another person, another human out there who is going through a really trying time. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.
Time right now.